Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. These are my new stickers. I am John Halcyon Stin. This is a Love Ambassador morning. It is Hug Nation. Welcome to Hug Nation. This is a daily practice of gratitude and connection. Daily with a little asterisk because it is most days. I encourage you to practice every day, but some days I do not make it to broadcast. Yesterday I was not here, so thank you for your understanding and patience because self-care is activism. And yesterday I let myself sleep. My body just was asking me for rest. So I did not get up in time to do a broadcast yesterday. Missed a few things, and I stand by my decision. Or my body's decision. Let's see. We often start with a song that is a little made up as we go. So as I think of this song, why don't you think of something you're grateful for to share? I am so happy to be here singing on this day. And if you've got some gratitude, can't wait to hear what you say. And if you share the good stuff with everyone who's here, then all the love will outshine the little bits of fear. And it's love morning. Love morning today. Good morning, Juan. Good morning, Gerbot. Happy Thursday. What are you grateful for? I am grateful for the luxury of getting to take a day off yesterday. Getting to stay off the computer, let my shoulder rest, which is starting to get inflamed as I was editing a little way too much for too long. I am grateful for the technology that connects us. I am grateful that my parents live so close and I'm on such good terms with my mom and dad. I got to talk to my mom yesterday. Gerbot says, self-care is important now more than ever. And I think that is so damn true for so many reasons, one of which it's one of the few things that we truly have control over. You know, there is so many things that are pulling us into using our attention and our time and our care, being pulled into things that we have little to no control over. And it is so easy to spend a day or the majority of a day being disappointed with the world, with life, with the moments that you are having during that day, all because you are in attention to things that are outside of you. You can, which isn't to say that you shouldn't visit those places and pay attention to those things. But it's a very crap or cone situation. Like, are you going to put down your ice cream and roll around in the crap? If you're going to spend some time cleaning crap, mapping crap, figuring out how to avoid crap in the future, by all means, please, please, please. That is so needed. It is so appreciated. But I continually find myself being drawn into people who on social media are rolling around in crap and going like, can't you smell this? And I'm like, I do. And I'm not sure how it's going to help you or me or anyone if I set down my ice cream cone and roll around with you. So I'm going to turn off social media for now and look at the trees outside and spend some moments pondering the gorgeousness of the sunset, or even having a moment watching a video of a friend who is no longer with us and just being like, what a cool experience I had to know that person. Because when it comes right down to it, I love my problems. And I get that that is coming from a place of extreme privilege. And hopefully from that place of the luxury of enjoying my life and my problems, I can have the energy to push the needle towards good whenever I can from a place of joy. So yes, self-care is important. More so now than ever. If you are grateful for something, I would love to hear it. Lisa and I have been watching White Lotus season 1. And if you haven't watched it, it takes place at a luxury hotel, and it goes into like the lives of the guests as they are going through their struggles and their problems. And I think it's a relevant kind of a tool in a gratitude practice to be outside of these. I mean, they're fictional lives, but you get to witness people who, if they practiced Crapper Cone, would have a very different experience of their lives. They would be paying attention to the glorious amazingness all around them instead of fixating on the things that are wrong as they are in paradise. And it's easier to see when you're looking at other people do it. You know, when your remodel for your bathroom is taking twice as long, and you're fighting with the contractor, and it's just that's all you can think about. And it's hard to remember, like, oh my gosh, I have running water, and I have so much abundance, I can actually make my bathroom look nicer than it used to be. It's incredible. I am in such a privileged place, but we all fall into a place of our baseline always raises so that we just see what's wrong. So thank you for being a part of this practice of keeping the baseline down, remembering what's we got. Remember the good stuff. Remember the health things that are working. Like I've been fighting I never got like really sick, but I did get a little sick last week, and now I've got a lingering cough that is unpleasant. But I'm so grateful that I didn't get any sicker, and I'm so grateful that my immune system did not put me down for longer, and I'm so grateful that it's still working so hard. Anybody else want to share something that they're grateful for? I would love to hear. I'm grateful for this new chapter of taupe or beige that I have been enjoying. I would have laughed at myself. I just wouldn't have understood, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, me, if I was presented with these clothes and said, hey, here you go, why don't you dress in this? I would be like, why? What's the point? These say nothing. And now I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my appearance being somewhat neutral. I think because of my earrings and glasses and stuff, I don't think I look neutral, but I don't mind that being what I'm saying, what the art presentation of my body in the world is intentionally trying to natural it down a little bit. I've been working on a sticker that says there's a special on the stickers that are this like shiny stuff. So I've got these ones that say Love Ambassador with shiny, and I thought there's a deal on them going on right now with this sparkly kind. I'm like, what would look good on sparkly? I go, oh, self-expression is activism would be cool on a sparkly sticker, right? Because Love Ambassador, now that I have these, I'm like, this is a little showy, to be honest. Angela says, I think it's hard to lower our baselines without somehow those societal thoughts of, oh, this is settling creeping in. It is not settling. It is seeing all the good from that lower baseline and up. That's a great point. And it's something that, Lisa and I discuss often, that there's this, it's a balance that we all have to figure out of not being so future focused, so improvement focused that you sacrifice the now and you don't appreciate what is, but not being so okay with what is that you can become complacent and stop striving and stop going for goals and growth. It's this balance of how do you appreciate what is and joyfully work towards something better. It's can be tricky because if you aren't careful, you can sacrifice all of your nows being focused on what could be. And you don't want to get to the end of your life and realize that there never was a finish line. It was always about now. Michelle sharing some gratitude. I am grateful for my soft, fluffy robe that I'm lounging in today because it's snowing and it's so cold. I'm feeling warm with you. No snow here, but I do like the feeling of being snugly on a cold day. Christopher says, I'm grateful I've turned the corner of my cold. Looking forward to making plans to come west next month. Awesome. And a side note, I wasn't able to find a nearby hotel, but I did get an offer if you wanted to camp on someone's land that's nearby, if that has interest. But we can talk more another time. Which is a reminder that if you would like, if you're near Santa Barbara or would like to be near Santa Barbara on March 15th, is that right? I'm going to be doing a day-long men's group in Santa Barbara, and going to be a really like a 15 people, 15 men coming together and dropping into community, meaning, purpose, integrity, kind of. I mean, my lens for all that is all surrounded in being a love ambassador. Like my path of being a man and the path to being a love ambassador is like the Venn diagram is almost entirely covered. There's certain elements of the masculine that might be, hummingbird. Well, looking forward to see you, Chris. Juan says, I am grateful for a brand new garbage truck. I love my old truck, but I had no choice. Oh, well, bon voyage, is that, what do you say with a new vehicle? I break a leg, bon voyage, safe travels. Gerbot says, I'm grateful to have a job where I can be in service to others. Wonderful. Yes. I am so grateful that I have the opportunity to spend some of my precious energies in activities that feel of service. Whether it is, I feel like love mornings are an act of service, an act of community and connection. And I feel like gratitude circles are, and I feel like my coaching is, and I feel like First Saturdays certainly is. You know, all these, I was talking with a friend who's struggling a little bit with caring about stuff and really kind of in a funk. And you know, the more I thought about his situation, I was like, what are you doing to be of service? You know, he doesn't have any kids. And I think that if you have kids, then it's really easy to, like, that gives your life meaning. You have, like, that is kind of the ultimate way to give your life meaning, is you provide for and you steward life. But without the clarity of parenting, it takes some effort to find what will give my life meaning. But I believe that you can say I'm going to be an entrepreneur and I'm going to make a bunch of money. And I think that can feel good for a while. But eventually, if you're really going to settle into a place of peace, you have to go, how am I of service? And even if you're an entrepreneur, you'll probably have a story of how your company is doing good for the world in some way. Even if it's, you know, like, I've been in companies where the mission statement is a little like, is this really good for the world? Anybody else want to share a little gratitude before we head out into our days and practice being a love ambassador. Find the touch points of connecting with fellow humans where we can be a little friendlier, a little more patient, a little more connecting. Anna says that today is National Pet Day, and I am grateful for my 2 new rescued white kittens. Their little spirits soothe my soul. Thank you, Anna. Well, shout out to all the pets and the pet lovers, and all the love shared between humans and furry friends. Thanks for sharing. I am so grateful for my partner, Lisa. I just feel like I won the lottery. She's so fun, so funny, so capable. I mentioned the other day that she fixed our sink. We had a pipe that kind of disconnected, and so she went to the hardware store, got the right part, and fixed it. We had a cool moment. We do gratitudes for each other every night before we go to bed. And last night we were watching TV together at the end of the day, and the power went out. It turned out I had forgotten that we were given notice. It was a scheduled power outage, but I just calmly, power went out. I didn't know. I thought it was. I looked around. Okay, it looks like the whole neighborhood. Went and lit some candles and got into bed. And then Lisa said, "Hey, we could finish this show using my hotspot." I said, "Sure." So we got in bed, and both of us were like, "How wonderful that we did not." There was no frustration between either of us. There was no, we just accepted this new situation and just continued on. And then I said something I think really adorable. I said something like, "Well, it's like looks like the only choices we have now are the best options in the world, cuddling in bed together." So, I'm also grateful that our cuddle desires are in line. It would be really hard if she was not as cuddly as me, because I really enjoy touch, and so does she. And I'm so grateful that she is not bothered by kissing my beard face. We actually had a conversation. I realized that I was having a little story in my head that it made kissing less pleasant for her, and so I shared that, and she said, "No, I can find your lips." I was like, "Okay, good." Tara, good morning. Tara says, "I am grateful for awareness and compassion for myself." Yes. Thank you. I too am grateful. On behalf of the world, I am grateful that you are having compassion for yourself. Man, I'm grateful for my rich and wacky dream life. I don't always remember, and often they are stressful dreams. I constantly am dreaming that I have gum in my mouth that I can't get out. And I'm constantly dreaming that I can't move fast, or I try to speak and I can't make it. Lately, like last night, I had these very bizarre dreams where this morning I had dreams where I thought I was awake, and like I was talking to Lisa in bed, and I wasn't awake. This morning I had to be like, "Did you say this to me?" She's like laughing. No. I'm like, "Oh, wow." But last night as I was going to bed, I had a very long, like an hour where I was lucid dreaming, and it was super mundane. I was just like walking around, and I was like trying to do things in this world that would be like trying to grab people and be weird and see if I could like snap out of the dream, but it just like kept going. It's very, very strange. I just reminded him, that's right. It's never entertaining to share your dreams with other people. So my my appreciation of your patience. Michelle says, I'm grateful that I'm learning to love myself again and find my voice. Yes! Beautiful. Yeah, I love hearing that. I've been feeling lately a lot of love for myself as well. And I think it is allowing me to be more I feel like I'm my capacity for love and compassion is growing, and my desire to share and express love is growing as I am in a place of self-contentment and self-love. And there's so many pieces to it. Tomorrow actually is my sober birthday. My last drink was 2 years ago today, or tonight. And I always feel like I need to clarify that my sobriety is not a 12-step sobriety. It's a sobriety from intoxicants. So I've had no alcohol, GHB, ketamine, or cannabis. Izzy, good morning. Izzy says, I'm grateful for having lunch at a friend's place today, sharing about how I'm doing this week. I'm feeling a bit low. I'm grateful that the friends I saw today gave me caring hugs and support. Thank you for sharing that and for acknowledging that, and for being real. Love you, Izzy, and sending you a intentional hug. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it is. I mean, the being free from the monkey on my back and having partnership with Lisa and feeling in right relation with my parents, and friends, and I really like that. Lisa and I had this conversation last night about how happy we are with our now. And I'm so happy with my now. Like my life right now is the life I want. And I'm not taking it for granted. And this practice is part of what allows or facilitates that perspective. Daily gratitude, daily recalibration, and so that the story of my life is one where I am highlighting and focusing on the things that bring me contentment and joy. And if there's not, then that's the motivation to change direction and go towards that, whatever it is. Gearbot says, love is the best drug. It's so true. Like, when I think about what's at stake, actually, I saw, I don't know, there's a rapper, Doechii, I think is what she goes by. She just won a Grammy. I don't know her that well. I know I've heard a couple things. She sounds rad. But the one clip I saw is like, I like pills, I like drugs, and I was like, oh, she's awesome. But what I didn't realize is that she's sober. And in her Grammy speech, she said that, God told her that if you get sober, I will show you how good life can get. Like, awesome. What a beautiful message for a badass hip role model to be sharing with the world. I mean, I know that if I was young, I probably would have been like, pfft. But the more times you hear that, the better, I guess. Okay, well, last chance to share any gratitude. Anyone want to throw any gratitude in the mix? Let us celebrate for you, with you, and feel your joy. I'm grateful for all the people that are doing planning and organizing for the memorial for Giannis. It's coming up in March 23rd, I think. I think it's the week after the men's group, and I'm not have not been not much has been required of me, and so I'm super grateful for the people that are making the invites and the organizing, and not those aren't necessarily my wheelhouse. So I'm really grateful that it's happening, and we're gonna have an opportunity to celebrate his life. Meanwhile, I can work on videos, which other people are appreciating and is really helping me with my healing. And with that, wherever you are, let's give ourselves a squeeze, give a hug, feel yourself held by me, hold those who are here. Appreciate your body, appreciate this day ahead of us. And let's feel connected in this moment as we take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and everybody here, thanks for being here for this love morning. I love you. Happy Thursday. Enjoy the day. Thanks for starting the day with me. Did I mention